There is no people. Just so we can say we've been here, folks. Wouldn't be the same without dropping a sticker on, would it now? My hands are too cold. It's official, we've been. Shift yesterday. Oof. I've just woke up. It's about 9 o'clock. I was in bed at 8:30. That were proper shift. I did just shy of 500 miles and 13 hours in the saddle. I think it's when you get something in your mind that you just think, well, that's just what I've got to do. So it was easy. It was the hardest bit of everything yesterday, not the snow or the cold, was the motorway. The beginning from home to Edinburgh, just motorway. Piss boring. And that's when you're doing this, when you're riding. But, you know, we're up here now, so honestly, yesterday was amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm genuinely looking forward to getting on to start the editing on that, because it was brilliant. I hope it comes across as well as it did. And today, you know, I've been reading all through the comments and people are saying, God, you're mental. The weather's terrible. What are you doing? You shouldn't be up in Scotland in January because of the snow and that. And I'm like, it's just a bit windy. And it's snowing over on the high points, but it's just a bit windy. Look at this sky today. Bit windy, look. Blue skies. I've got to say, folks, that, and I'm not just saying this, you know, I love the last one. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. You know, 13 hours I was sat on that yesterday, and I had absolutely zero discomfort, no discomfort whatsoever. My arse is absolutely fine this morning. No aches, no pains. Sorry, my back's aching, but that's just because my back's aching all the time anyway. I have that all the time. Apart from that, yeah, total comfort on that. Just gonna have a nosy at it. Yeah, I always suffer from a aching back. So yeah, we're a little bit windy. Temperature's about 4 degrees, but the real feel temperature is about -4, -5 it said. So it's going to be a fresh one today, but still, it's just going to be, we're up in the Highlands, it's going to be lovely. Windy, but lovely. Today I'm going to go to, Jesus, it's cold. I'm going to go to John O'Groats because I've never been, and then Dunnett's Head, and then the Crask Road, I think. A little loop today, but still good nevertheless. 150 mile maybe. But yeah, she's bloody fantastic. Let's have a look at her. Filthy though. Really, really great machine. And you know, I love this screen. You've got 2 charging points. You've got a normal like fag lighter point there. You've got a USB one under there, and you can also close that once you've got your USB plugged in. Your cable comes out through a little thing at the bottom there, so it's totally waterproof. These bloody tank bags, magnetic tank bags, rubbish. Look, they need to fix like a tank lock. Same tank bag, but with a tank lock ring on it, so you just click it in so it doesn't touch all this, because it's just going to end up ruining all this. Well, it's safe to say she's running now. Wicked bike, wicked bike. I'm going to get back in and get a kettle on as well, and get a cup of tea and get some breakfast. So the route I've got planned today, I think, is only, let me have a quick look at my phone, I've got it in here. We're going to go to, I think I'll show you in a minute. By the power of technology, you can now see my phone screen. Press the Google Maps, go to Google Maps, I'll show you where I am at the moment. Dornoch. So the plan is to go to the Groats. Directions, thank you. So that's the plan this morning. I'm going to go up to there and then to add stop, head. Okay, so that's across there a lot. I love this, being able to talk to you but show you what I'm doing on here. That's clever. And then from there we're going to go to okay, and from Tongue down there to the Crask Road. And then we've got a great road down there to Leg. And then from there back to Dornoch. There you go. That's today's loop. Wish me luck. Let's hope the weather's not white anywhere. I'm not bothered about a bit of wind as long as it's not stupid or dangerous. So yeah, we should be alright, I think. We shall see. Let's go. Let's go and get togged up. Folks, just before I start, good morning by the way, welcome to episode 2 of my time here in the Highlands on this mega brand new 2020 Africa Twin Adventure Sports. Before I jump into it, I've been moaning about this TFT screen, about not the TFT screen, but the fact that you've got to have your headset on for the maps to work. So I've turned my headset on this morning, plugged the phone and everything in, decided the route up to John O'Groats, which is where we're going first. And I noticed yesterday that the volume were really crap for the music coming through my headset, and normally it's dead loud. So I've been trying to figure out the volume settings,
I've got the volume set to the highest, can't hear a thing. Checked everything in there, checked everything on my phone, can't hear a thing. Then I thought, is it even on? My headset isn't even switched on, yet the maps are working. Can't figure out why yet, but we'll come back to that later. But that might have sorted the little issue out, which we shall see, eh? I took the panniers off. I can't see a bloody thing behind me. The beauty of motorbiking is this. After a day like yesterday, the last episode, as you saw, took me 13 hours to get here. This is yesterday. 13 hours from leaving home, 3 o'clock in the morning. And today, all I wanted to do was get back on the bike. Anyway, good morning and welcome to the Highlands. Made a couple of posts yesterday showing my progress and everyone's like, you are crackers. Yes, it was a hard shift, but that's what we do, isn't it? This is what we do. We bring you entertainment. Someone has to do it, folks. Right, so this morning we're going up to John O'Groats. I've never been to John O'Groats. I've been to Scotland many times, never been to John O'Groats. I'm very confused about this headset business, folks, because it's not on, it's not even flashing on, and the maps are working. So maybe I'll figure it out later. I've not read the manual, by the way, so this will probably tell me in the manual, and all of you will probably say, oh yeah, I know that anyway, you should be doing this. But, you know, I'm finding stuff out as I'm on the road, so maybe you establish your map. No, that can't make sense, because once my headset died yesterday, that cut off. I'll get to the bottom of it, folks, don't you worry. Anyway, Africa Twin 2020, the new facelift model. It is a belter. I love the last one and I love this one even more, purely because this technology is awesome. And I love gizmos and gadgets. Performance is beautiful. I know there's a lot of people that are probably into more brutal power that say this is down on power. And I mean, come on, it isn't. It really isn't down on power at all. It's got loads of grunt. The soundtrack is just, well, plenty of grunt. Look, front wheel, there you go. The soundtrack is amazing, and that's with a standard Canon. So if you put yourself an aftermarket Canon, not that it needs it, it absolutely does not need it, because it sounds stunning as it is, really does. It's got to be one of the best sounding stock exhausts. I know Honda have put a lot of effort into making it sound like that as well, so it's really not down on power. I know on paper, personally, I couldn't care less about horsepower, newton meters of torque. I couldn't care less about statistics. I really couldn't care less. I base what I say on just how it feels. You can feel that it's got loads of torque, you can feel that it's got this, you feel it's got that, but you know, I'm not it's like with photography. Some of the you know, some pro photographers pixel peep all the time, and I mean, come on, a 24 megapixel camera is going to turn, which mine is going to turn out beautiful photos. So when you get the next camera that's got, oh no, this is 36 megapixels, it's, who cares less, come on, who cares? Put this against the KTM Super Adventure, that's two different animals. That is brutal. The KTM is brutal, and as much as I love it, it's too much for me. This is perfectly fast, perfectly powerful, and you can just behave on it. So when going on other reviews, you know, and it will pop up that people say it's a bit down on power. Compared to what though? Compared to what? Don't let that put you off. Really don't let it put you off, because it isn't down on power. It's not a slow bike at all. I said this before on the last one, it's got so much character. The 2019 18 model, whatever, is an absolute belter of a bike. It just lacks the couple of, you know, the cruise control and the fancy screen and stuff like that. But we've got it now, haven't we? So I think this is as close to a perfect bike as you can get. I was just trying to think of the pros and cons from the last bike, And one of the things I didn't like about it was the screen that at, I think it was 60 mile an hour, you got a terrible wind buffeting on your head. I'm 5'10", and the wind buffeting was horrible at 60 mile an hour. Nothing over it, nothing under it, but at 60, horrible. And I'm pleased to say that that's now gone. They've changed the screen. It's a fully adjustable screen. You've got 2 little clasps here, look. You have to use both hands to do it, so you can't really do it while, you can do it while you're riding, but well, look, I'll show you. Oops. It's a bit of a wonky job, look. So it's a bit is that down? Yeah, it's down. I had the screen up fully all the way up the motorway, but with it up fully, again, me at 5'10", you see this line there, it's right in your eye line. So I find myself kind of going like this or like this, either over it or under it. And obviously when your screen gets shitty, you've got to be over it because you can't see through it. So I did find myself sitting with my neck craned a bit like this for a lot of the time, and I thought, oh sod this, I'm gonna have to pull it back down again. When I got to Edinburgh, pulled up for a coffee break, I pulled the screen down. I thought it'll just have to be down now. I'll have to suffer it. But there's absolutely no wind buffeting, nor wind noise, even in its lowest position, because it's got a little flick on the top. It's like it curves out at the top, so it deflects the wind straight away, so you don't get anything. So I would just leave it in its lowest position. You only really get wind noise when you're up here. You don't get it at all. So that again has been fixed. I would say it's not the most attractive screen in the world. It'd be nice to put a dark screen on, but then it's kind of in your, it's close to being in your view. Oh, come on! Don't go to Scotland in January. Don't go to Scotland in January. I think I've figured it out. You Scottish people are so very, very proud of your country. I know what you are up to. Don't go. You can't go to Scotland. Don't go to Scotland. It's the weather. Oh yeah. You crafty swines. You're trying to keep us English away from here, aren't you? And I don't blame you. This is a country to be proud of, and honestly, folks, I hear a lot of people saying, "Oh yeah, I've never been to Scotland. I'm gonna have to go this year. I'm gonna have to try it." Come on, it took me a day to get here. Hard work, but it took me a day. And now look, it's January. It's the 15th of January. Okay, I rode through the snow yesterday, but again, on the same trip, I've had views like this with sun, and I've ridden through a snow blizzard. That's what you want when you go on tour. You want all things to be thrown at you. Which brings me to the other thing. Gear. Do yourself a favour and invest in some proper gear. I can't stress enough. I've done many years in the saddle of not having this kind of stuff, and I know how much it dictates where you ride, when you ride. It's like now, if I was in my normal old stuff, I'd be looking over there at that cloud thinking, oh shit, I'm gonna have to pull up in a minute and put my waterproof suit on. No, look, get yourself a Gore-Tex suit, because it covers everything. If it rains, it rains. So what? I haven't got to worry about pulling up to put my waterproof suit on before it gets me, and then I've not got to stress about being too hot because I've got a boil in the bag suit on top to then pull up and take it off and risk it not raining again. It has to be Gore-Tex though. If it says waterproof on it, I'll tell you now, it isn't. If it says Gore-Tex on it, the guarantee it will not let you down. I've tried 2 Gore-Tex suits now from Risha. The first one I love, I still use it, still got it, and that's the Cyclone Gore-Tex, but it's Gore-Tex membrane, and I've been in a lot of rain with it. Completely confident, not worried at all, completely confident with it. A lot of rain, but because it's membrane, the inner layer is Gore-Tex, the outer layer is just material. The outside gets wet. So again, if you're out on tour and you've been in prolonged rain, you've got to then take the suit off and let it drip dry, which doesn't take long, as long as the outer shield, if you like, has the proofing on it, the waterproofing on it, because it'll drip off quite quick. But I washed my suit to the T, the instructions per Gore-Tex, and then wore it again afterwards. Didn't say anything about reproofing the outside. I think I rode for about 3 hours in pissing rain. It didn't let a drop in, but the outside it took about 2 days to drip dry in my garage. So bear that in mind if you're getting a membrane suit. You've got to be very strict on how you wash it, but also, even though it doesn't say on it, I would put a waterproofer spray on the outside of it and let that dry, and that then keeps the rain from getting into the material. Then going up a notch to what I'm wearing now, this is a Gore-Tex laminated suit. So this is now the outer shell. So rain can't get in past this outer shell. Even in the heaviest, most prolonged rain, all you need to do when you get to where you're going is take your suit off, shake it, and it's off. That's it. A bit more expensive than the membrane, but again, worth every penny. It gives you more time to concentrate on your riding and where you're going and what you're doing and enjoying your tour instead of going, oh, today's been ruined because of the rain. Get yourself some warm base layers. Don't go to Scotland, they said. Don't go to Scotland. Time to get the DSLR out for the first time. Don't go to Scotland, they said. There's a proper lean on this stand though, and you know, it's hard work to get up. Oh. A Bluetooth headset is required to enable Apple CarPlay per Bluetooth. Pack Talk Wildbad RV not connected. That's because it's turned off. Let me see what happens now. That should just go in now automatically. There you go, it's just that top corner, look, just connect. There you go. Yeah, so the only thing, the niggles at the moment are the screen takes too long to initialise to Apple CarPlay. Should be, if it's plugged in, should be able to flick your ignition on. Once it's done its startup, Honda, Africa Twin thing, and then you've clicked OK to be responsible, should be on. And the tank bag is scratching the tank really bad. It said given flood warnings for northeast coast today. The cruise control's dead easy, just 2 buttons, so you switch it on there, and then you've got the little toggle switch next to it which does your speed adjust or your speed set and your speed resume. This is the A9 coast road up from from Dornoch where I started, but this is the A9, that's all you need to know. Something special about being next to the coast. Yeah, even after that trip up yesterday, folks, not one issue on my arse on this seat. There's definitely no comfort issues with this bike. The seat is perfectly comfy. This is absolutely stunning. What a lovely, lovely road. What a place to live as well, eh? Does look a bit rough out there. Almost in the clouds up here. I guess the other thing coming this time of year, empty roads. Another 50 minutes up to John O'Groats. Boom! Right, I'm going to put this in full on drive mode so you can have a look how it behaves. Not neutral. Drive. Right, so we'll be in first. Right, just going to show you. So we're in full on drive now. It's like the smoothest goes straight into top gear. Whereas if you put it in sport mode, you've got 3 different modes of the sport mode as well. 1 being the tamest, 3 being the most aggressive. For me, it's sport, tres. And I prefer sport tres over the manual flappy paddle job. It's very, very windy. It's weird, isn't it? Weirdly empty and weirdly desolate. There's nobody here. No traffic, no people knocking about. Life must be very, very, very sleepy up here. Just how they like it, I bet. Just how they like it. Being blown around a bit now. That's a very strong gust, that is. I'm hoping to be able to get up to John O'Groats, get the tripod set up to do a couple of you know, self-timer shots so I can be in as well. But at this rate, it'll end up blowing the bloody camera over. Whoa! We're still 27 mile from the top. I'm not sure if the wind is interfering too much, folks. Apologies if it is, with the sound I mean. Which is very, very windy. Stang. Probably get shouted at more on a quick look. Men on det. Let's have a quick look at that sign that said Historic Scotland. Dead end it says. Ooh. There we go, look. Perfect for a photograph. Right, carry on. NC 500 sign there, look. First one I've ever seen. And I've done the NC 500. Well, no, I haven't done the NC 500. I've done a version of it. Dark, very dark. Well folks, we're nearly at the top of the country. The highest point of the mainland British Isles. It's definitely out in the sticks up here. There's nothing. Well, this is exactly what I'd hoped it would be. Just you know, a road to nowhere. Nothing here. Well, we should be here any second, folks. So that must be the Orkney Islands in front then. This is the top of the country. That must be the Orkney Islands. Yeah, it's got to be. welcome. Folks, John O'Groats. I must remember to stick a wild bad sticker on the old sign. Look at these. John O'Groats Luxury Holiday Apartments. Oh, North and West Highlands tourist route, end of route 500. Let's nip down and do the photograph, the proper one. Where's the damn sign? I've just seen it somewhere. There it is. How do I get down to that then? I don't know, I'm going to go down this way. Folks, we're here, look. John O'Groats. Look at all these stickers. I'm 100% putting a wild bet on there.
There is no people.
Been here, folks. Wouldn't be the same without dropping a sticker on, would it now? Oh. It's official, we've been. Check this out, folks. It's a bit rough. Certainly rough today. You can see it pulling all this down, look. Let's get wrapped up and gone. Alright folks, that was John O'Groats. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm dead chuffed I've been there now. Oh, I need to go to Dunnett's Head. Some big old waves down there then. So yeah, that's Orkney's over there then. There's boat sailing, look. Can't believe that there's like nothing there at John O'Groats. I mean, not nothing, it's like restaurants and cafes and stuff, but it's all closed, there's no people. Amazing. And the sun's out again. Gills Bay to Orkney, yeah. I'm going to go down and have a look. Weird, there's hardly any wind down here. So this, folks, is the ferry port from John O'Groats to the Orkney Islands. Very, very, very impressive looking bike. Let's go to Dunnet Head and then we'll figure out what we're doing from there. Orkney Islands, maybe a trip for me and lads back up here and over there. Sun's getting low. I think I've still got a bit of a trek and all to go. It's going to be dark. This is a wicked bike, I'm falling for it. So lucky to have all this to myself. Really is amazing, this is. Ooh. Wow. Have a little trot down here. Dunnet Head Lighthouse marks the most northerly point of the Scottish mainland, being 2.3 miles north of John O'Groats. So this is the highest point of the country. Puffins up here. Shag. Peregrine. Arctic skewer. Here we go, folks, together, you and me, at the highest point, the most northerly point of the British mainland. That way, isn't it? Looking that way. So you've got Orkney Islands there, and then Norway over there. Definitely got to go on to Orkney, definitely. Just to see what life is like up there. Dunnet Head is one of the very best places in Britain to see breeding seabirds and is of national importance to some species. Right, let's go. Yeah. Oh, it's been lovely to spend some time up here as well with nobody. Oh no, I just realised I've got my dark visor on. Shit. Oh dear. I might have to go that main way back then. Yeah, got my dark visor on now. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go that one. Yeah. Still gonna be a bit dark when I get back anyway. How beautiful is this, eh? Very, very lucky boy. Well, you can't beat this. Cannot beat this. That goes to. Right. Road. That's what it's made for, kiddies. Might as well have a look, can't we? Woo, watch where you're going. If I'm supposed to be up here or what, but probably not. What's all this then? I ain't got time for this, have I? Because of my visor. I'll turn around this one. Tell you something though, having a bike that you can happily do this on is very appealing. Jesus Christ! Well, that's what it's made for. That is what it's made for. Remember, let's not forget. Right then, back to user mode. Let's get back on the road. That was good. Again, it feels wicked off-road, and you've got so many different settings. You've got a gravel mode, you've got an off-road mode, and within those you can change everything: your engine braking, your power, your suspension settings. Run out of time of it today. A bit of a different way back the first half of it, but then we're getting back onto that A9, which is the coast road, to take us back to Dornoch. But it's a shame that I couldn't go down the other road. I'll do that tomorrow. In fact, well, this part of the trip's finished now. Well, you know, to Dunnet and John O'Groats, so I will go the road that I should have been going home on now, had I got my clear visor. I will come up on in the morning. Plus I had quite a late start this morning, so I tried to lie in a bit and catch up on my sleep. And tonight I'm going to have an early night as well. I've had no food all day, no drink. I don't know what's up with me. Not bothered, not even hungry. Look at this. Oh, lovely. How lovely. Right, I better go. Well, that's been another great day. Hope you've enjoyed it, folks. I don't think there'll be much else to see back down, so just in case, I shall end the video and say thank you very much for watching. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Got another day of dicking about up here in Scotland, in beautiful Scotland, depending on the weather. I love that you can do that. You've not got to fiddle around with anything in your phone. It's all via your left hand on your switch gear for that. Brilliant. Yeah, so me moaning about the noise and the volume, sorry, the lack of noise, the volume on the headset, you have to make sure your volume, your playback volume, not your ringer volume, your playback for videos and music is full before it connects to the bike. Once it's connected to the bike, then it's fine. Then you can control the volume on the bike, or you can control the volume on your headset. Easy, turn it off like this lot. That little winding wheel there, that's the volume right down straight away, or pull it forward to turn the volume straight back up. That easy. For your music as well, on your left switch gear, you've got your play button is your enter OK button, and your fast forward rewind is these two here. What a great day that's been. Well, I hope you're enjoying this little Scottish adventure on the Africa Twin. I know I am. I could happily ride all day on this. I bloody well love this today, folks. I have loved it. I mean, just look at this. Sun setting, nobody up here. Fantastic. Clear that way, clear that way. Let's go.
My invitations, every smile, a spell of hope. I've been waiting for so long. I have feelings for you.
That shot there reminds me of Highland.
Better be true. Tell me again how this works.
It just shows you, it pays you to take a chance every now and then. Everybody warned me against coming up. And look. Tell you something, you can't beat the therapy of getting out into the countryside on a motorbike on your own. Right folks, I'm really off this time. Thank you very much for watching. I've only got 13 mile left. Let's see what tomorrow brings. I'll see you on the next episode. Thank you very much.
You fill me up with every word, and I have feelings for you. Say, out of the blue, tell me again how this works. I'm in love, but it hurts. Hearts can be broken, but this is absurd. I'm getting crushed by the weight of your words. Tell me again what you feel. I can't believe this is real. Hearts can be broken, but this is absurd. I'm getting crushed by the weight of your words. A part of me wants to run for cover. I was safe where I used to be. This is not where we used to be. Tell me again what you feel. I can't believe this is real. Hearts can be broken, but this is absurd. I'm getting crushed by the weight of your words.